They might be a drug dealer or
So
into
a
the
good
street life
so
or whatever.
Coming soon to own on video and DVD.
Hey, had to sub off the bench, ain't no new coaching. Who joking, who folding? Keep them tenor. Hit him with that yak, drink that hand up, hop banner.
Bust down, Tatiana. Bust down, Tatiana. I wanna see you bust down. TikTok, TikTok.
What's goody in the hoodie like A Boogie? I'm back and I'm better like Bryson Tiller with another video.
I said you, bro.
What?
It's like always with the nonsense and the antics. Just go ahead.
And I had to change it because
Bro.
apparently it wasn't good to say I'm back at it like crack addicts. So I had to change it to
Alright.
I'm back and I'm better like Bryson Tiller. But anyways, we're back with another special guest. Just want to introduce yourself.
My name is Carissa, and what else am I supposed to say?
I don't know. It's your time to shine. I don't know what you want to say.
I'm just out here. Don't know.
Yeah, Carissa's out here. So I looked through a little bit more of the questions that you guys sent, or some of them are just statements.
Some of them are.
But we'll get into that because we're probably gonna film multiple videos. But the first one that someone wanted to know is, why do girls fall for potential? So if you guys need a kind of an explanation on what that means, if you don't really understand, it's like, you know how girls will talk to a man and they know he's trash, but there's like a little part of him that they see that could end up being a good guy, so they stick onto that even though they know it's 98% trash and 2% good.
Okay, that's a hectic compared, like a hectic percentage. 97%,
98.
98.
Hold on, is my lip like...
I'm sorry.
Anyways, you can continue.
Yeah. Okay, so definitely I would say 90% because that's obviously dumb. I would say that as a woman, as a black woman, and when you see potential in a black man, there's certain things that black men endure that only black women would understand. So sometimes we fall in love with
The 2%.
the percentage. I wouldn't say 2%, but we fall in love. There's something that we see that sometimes a guy doesn't even see within themselves.
Oh
And
my god.
Can I finish?
I see what's in you, you don't see what's in yourself.
It's facts. I'm
Nigga
telling
does
you.
hide his kid for the world and the
I'm
world want to
telling
hide
you.
for the kid. Oh.
I'm telling you, that's exactly what it is. So it's like you want what's best for them. Obviously, you know that they have a good heart. They might be a drug dealer or into
a
the
good
street life
or
or whatever.
So a good
But
heart
besides
and a
all
hood
of,
man.
can I finish? Besides all of that, on the inside, that they're a good you, like, and they're vulnerable with you, and you guys have deep conversations, and you connect with them on a level that their homies might not connect with them with, and like maybe other exes don't even connect with. So there's a certain connection and nurturing aspect that black women have. So sometimes we hold on that potential because sometimes we feel like we need to not necessarily
Change
fix
them.
that,
Fix
not
them.
necessarily
Fix
change
them.
them.
Fix them.
It's literally just like
Say what you
take
want to
them
say.
under your
Fix
wing
them.
and just
Fix them. Fix
I got
them.
you.
Fix them. That's what you're saying.
No.
Okay, so what I don't understand is, you see what you're saying even with the drug dealers or scammers or hoodmans or whatever.
Yeah.
So you're telling me that the good heart
Yes.
justifies, like,
No.
it's enough to overshadow the drug dealing and the scamming and the
That's not what
shooting and the
I'm
hoodmans?
saying.
That's what you're saying.
I'm saying that there are times where people are in a tough place in life, okay? They might have had a rough upbringing that you wouldn't understand because maybe you have a more privileged upbringing, right? They've got put in certain situations where they had to fight for their life, fight for their whatever, and you understand that because they've told you and they've expressed those things to you. So you're like, yo, why would I hold that person? Like, why would I just be like, no, I'm not about you because you're a drug dealer?
Okay, but what I don't understand is the pattern, when it becomes a pattern of you getting hurt, why y'all still stay with that whole wave when nothing is getting better. I understand how if you want to fix someone, sure, they have to show that they're being fixed. If they're not being fixed,
It's not
why?
necessarily fixing. It's not necessarily fixing. It's literally just being there for them because they need somebody. They need a friend. They need a lover. They need just like a companion that like, you know, will just fulfill those kind of like areas that they might necessarily not have anybody at. So there you are, and you're just there to love them, bro.
So you're there to love them, and what are you getting out of it?
Sometimes, like, I can speak for myself. Sometimes, like, loving somebody else makes me feel good. Like, that's what, like, I get satisfaction from making other people. It's like being like a giver. Like, some people like to give gifts rather than receive because it feels good to like give.
Yes, but at the end of the day, you still need to receive.
Yeah, and sometimes, well, that's the thing. Like, everybody has different, I guess, levels. Like, some people, like, obviously, if you're giving to somebody and they literally don't even return your phone calls or your texts, like, you're dumb. But if someone's, you know, reciprocating the same energy, then obviously you're not wasting your time because you're getting what you put in. But you shouldn't do things for the sake of receiving.
Okay.
But obviously it shouldn't be like 80-20. It should be
how many drug dealers, scammer, hoodmans are reciprocating that same energy?
Bro,
that's the thing. That's the thing.
Different.
And then on top of that, it's not just one. If you're with drug dealer after scammer, after hoodman, after drug dealer, after scammer, and you're getting hurt in all of them, and you're still talking to the drug dealer, scammer, hoodmans, what is the logic in that? Make it make sense.
Okay, obviously in that situation, it's different. I've never been in a situation where I've been a serial dater of hoodmans, drug dealers, scammers, or whatever. But you know, everybody's dated a little 1-2 hoodman. It's fine. It's okay. I don't see the issue. But it's for the same reason why people take back people that have cheated on them. Because
they're idiots?
Because there's different reasons why people take back people for cheating. Sometimes it's just a one-time thing. Sometimes it's just like they can look past it. Every situation is different.
Okay, that is possible.
So you fall in love with potential, or you've invested all this time with this person, and you rather not dash it with because they decided to dash them things with. So you're just like, I can make this work. I can look past your fault. I can look past your mistake, and I'm still fucking you. It all depends on the person. Everybody has a different tolerance for bullshit.
Real quick, I see you got a bunch of board games under there, which means you have game nights, and I have not been invited to any of them.
First of all,
so
I haven't had a games night in like 7 years, bro.
That's besides the point.
Did you not see dust on them, bro?
I don't see dust on them.
But
that's besides the point. But anyways, like you were saying, I will never like call someone an idiot or whatever for making a mistake. Once. Like, say you take back a man that cheated on you or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I don't know your situation. Sure. The point that I just lose, like, I have zero tolerance is when you're constantly making the same mistake because you're not learning. So if you get cheated on and you take him back, and he cheats on you again, and you take him back, and he cheats on you again, and you take him back, and all of these times you're saying, oh, this is it. No, this is the last time, blah, blah, blah. Then I'm like, bro, what are you doing? You might as well say nothing, because now you look dumb.
A lot of girls sometimes don't say shit now. And you know what? And the biggest takeaway that I learned, because I've been in a situation like that, I was young, but it's like, it's embarrassing, because you're just like, oh, fuck that nigga, I'm never talking to him again. And then your phone rings and you're
with him again.
It happens. I've been there. I'm not going to lie. A lot of women have been there. But when you're on the outside looking in, you can be like, oh, that person's dumb, that person needs to stop letting their man cheat on them, whatever. But unless you're in the situation, you can't say shit.
Yes, but do you have no pride?
But everybody has a bullshit over there. Everybody has like their breaking point. And for me, I know when exactly, I can tell you the date my breaking point was. And I was like,
what was the date? June 24th,
2017. But just know, I was like, literally, I'm 100% done. And at that moment, I was like, I'm done, and I was. But you know when you're done, and you know when you're like I'm half done, and I'm like, I'm fake done, but I'm not really done. So
I know about the fake done.
I sat there and I've watched like other girls do the very same thing I was guilty of, and I've gone through. Like, I've seen girls that were in straight up abusive relationships where they're like, we're having black eyes, broken arms, whatever, and they're still going back and crying over the same man. But at the same time, I'm not in that relationship, and my level of bullshit tolerance is clearly different from hers. So when she realizes shit hits the fan for her, then that's gonna be on her.
Okay, so let's take it off of people who do criminal activities or whatever.
Okay.
Let's just take it to mans that cheat or don't treat you well.
Okay.
The whole I can fix him thing, doesn't make sense to me, because if it's a relationship, like there's supposed to be a give and take, and I don't see the give. But also, if a man's cheating on you and you take him back multiple times, not just once, multiple times, I feel like you don't know your self-worth, or you're just in a situation
That's
that
fair.
you feel is comfortable, and you don't want to leave that situation even though
That's
you know
fair.
it's a bad situation.
That's fair. But you can't
I
call
don't-
someone out for their bullshit when they don't see it as bullshit. Like, you can put in your 2 cents, don't get me wrong, and you can give your friend your best advice that you can. But at the end of the day, you can't be like, I'm blocking him from your Instagram. I'm blocking
yeah,
his phone
yeah,
number.
for
There's
sure.
nothing you can do to really call the shot.
Yeah,
So you
people
kind of have
make-
to just be like, listen, I think that you deserve better because of ABC. However, this is your decision. You're a grown-ass adult. Everybody has to make their own mistakes. Everybody has to write their own story. So sometimes it takes shitty situations like that for people to learn. And when you move on to your next relationship, you're now smarter. But as far as fixing people, everybody comes into a relationship a little bit broken from their past, like whether it be trust issues or whatever. And you're supposed to come together as a unit and kind of like figure life out together. Like, that's what a relationship is. It shouldn't be like, oh, I have to fix this guy or he needs to fix me. It should be like you guys are equally yoked and you guys come together and you guys just make it work. You shouldn't have to, like, you're your man's therapist, you're your man's chef, you're like, and vice versa. Like, you guys are supposed to just,
And you cannot even lie.
Okay.
Women love to damage guys.
yes,